morning. It's Friday, June 14th. Happy Friday, everybody. My name is Randee Ramsey. I'm the Executive Director of Southwest Alternate Media Project and an adjunct faculty here at HCC, standing in for Todd, who couldn't be here today. And we got a little bit of a weird show because, we had commencement. So I've got Joe Sam, HCC Central Community Outreach Coordinator, and he's going to tell everybody where you can find us.
I sure will. Happy Friday, Randy. By the way, you guys, we are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, and of course on YouTube. And we're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. So no one has any excuse on why they can't watch us, right?
That is right. And, it's going to be a little bit of a freewheeling show today because a lot of our colleagues are taking a break after yesterday's graduation ceremony and offering updates on a couple of projects that are close to our hearts, including a Juneteenth documentary, which is more than just a holiday. Juneteenth is really important in our history. And I'll be talking to Joe about how Central College is commemorating the historic event. But I know Melanie is not here tonight because they're working on a special about that. So Juneteenth is pretty awesome. It's an awesome commemoration, and it's awesome that it's now a national holiday.
It is, and I can't wait to share
It sucks
more.
that it happened, but
Yes, and I can't wait to share so much more about that with everyone a little bit later on in the show. It's a lot of great information, a lot of great things that are happening around Houston, Galveston, and all over the entire country. So we can't wait to dive into that. But first, for Film Friday, which I know a lot of people are excited about, Randy, you're going to tell us all about Swamp's upcoming youth summer camp. I know a lot of kids are excited about the summer camp.
yeah, we are full, which is great. We are a Young Filmmakers Bootcamp, and we do our camp for the last couple of years at HCC's Alief campus, embedding with the film program there, which is great. And I'm super excited. So it's a fully immersive 3-week boot camp where they are going to write it, prep it, shoot it, post it, and we go from June 17th to July 3rd. So I won't be here the next 3 Fridays because I will be with my kids.
You're going to be working. You're going to be working hard with the kiddos.
I'm going to be herding the tiny cats in the direction of rightness.
And then tell us the ages, the age groups and the ranges that are going to be participating in this summer camp.
So what I think is so great and special and what I love about it is that we start at age 12 and we go up to 18. And then working with our campers, our boot campers, we have 2 classes from the film summer program that are, college students, so early 20s. So what we get is this great mix of our HCC students mentoring young and emerging filmmakers, which is super exciting.
And when it comes to filmmaking, I know there's a lot of different components that takes to get this into one final project and a project that a lot of people can enjoy. What are some of the kids going to be learning during the summer camp? What are you guys going to be teaching them at the summer camp? Some of the aspects that they're going to be hitting on.
We call it a boot camp for a reason. They do it all. They do it. We don't do it for them. This isn't, let me play with my phone. This is an actual, they write, produce, prep, film with professional actors, professional makeup artists, an art director, a wardrobe person. We bring in all these professionals for them. And we're very, very lucky that we have Julie Newland, who teaches them cinematography. And for those of you who don't know Julie, she's been around the Houston film scene a long time, and she's a genius and super experienced. And then we have Brian Maritia, who worked on Wolverine and Marvel movies and has returned to Houston and is teaching as well. And Olivia Oppenheim, who was the location coordinator for Mo. So we bring in pros that these kids get to work with. And we just design it so that they are learning every aspect of filmmaking and doing it on their own.
Wow, this is like a really, really great experience for any kid to partake in, especially if they're interested in filmmaking and watching some of the movies that they're interested in and being able to learn how those movies are created and then creating them themselves. This is really exciting for a lot of them. And then are you guys going to be doing like a lot of the film festivals to where after they finish doing their projects, you guys going to be viewing them all and seeing the result from what these students have made?
We usually do screen it just for the parents because at the end of 3 weeks we end up with a rough cut, and then the final cut ends up on our website. But we are doing a young filmmaker festival late in the year or early in next year, and we
What
will
can I get
be
you? Tea,
showing
please.
all the
Yes,
camp
ma'am.
films there. We do one film. We're one crew. We do one 8 to 10 minute short film. And the nice thing about it is that on day one of filming, we have, Brian's there, I'm there, Julie's there, we have all the college students there. We have all this scaffolding to help them be successful. On day two of filming, Julie and I take a step way back. Brian is no longer there. We take the wardrobe person away. We leave the hair and makeup because it makes the actors feel better, to look pretty.
Yeah, to look good.
Um, to look good, yeah, because I don't want them to look a hot mess. Because you're not going to learn how to do gorgeous film makeup in a day.
That's right.
And then on day three, our third filming day is a Friday, and as you know, the summer classes don't meet on Friday. So by Friday, we have taken away all of the scaffolding. We've taken away the college students, we've taken away everybody else, and then it's just the teens doing it on their own. And I
Mm,
think that it's such a beautiful way of doing it, but also for our HCC students, they get to mentor, which means that they get to, show other people how to do it, which reinforces their own learning. And I think that's such a great aspect of this and sort of my favorite thing. But what's really great and amazing is that two of our boot camp grads from last year are heading off to film school at NYU and Chapman in the fall, and they used the film that they shot in camp for their reel to get in. And we have four returning boot campers from last year, and we have some new kids coming in, so it should be a really, really super great 3 weeks. And then, we'll show you guys the film when we come back, which is
yeah,
good.
I'm really, really interested to seeing how it turns out and continuing on with the learning aspect. You guys are also going to be going to the Houston Media Conference, which is a big conference, and I think is going to be even another big project for you to work on. So tell us a little bit about the Houston Media Conference.
Right. The Houston Media Conference is presented by a couple of local nonprofits. Swamp, Southwest Alternate Media Progress Project used to have something called the Business of Film, and we reinvented it last year. We brought in nonprofit partners, including Houston Cinema Arts Society, to create a conference for media professionals and emerging media makers. And this year we're doing it again. It was very successful last year. We had 500 attendees, we had 17 different panel discussions, we had
Wow.
thousands of hours of content. It was really great. So, what's exciting for me is that we're producing it again this year. And we've moved it from the Post, which we thought was awesome and which we loved, but unfortunately they have some construction this year. So we'll be at City Center, which is great. Super well. I'm telling you, people, the air conditioning there, banging.
And
So
we need
excited
that
for
here in
that.
the
No, I need it. I'm old. I can't do it. And hundreds and hundreds of free parking spots. And we've got some programming already set. We have a panel on AI. We have a panel on the future of media in Houston. We have a panel with an intimacy coordinator. We have a voiceover panel. So we've diversified and we're doing even more content than before. So we're
Mm.
very excited. So that is August, I want to say 24 and 25. And believe it or not, for all of this content, it's $75
Oh, wow. So you get a
for the
lot
whole
of
weekend.
bang for your buck.
You get a lot of bang for your buck. Last year, we had Dominique Telson as our keynote speaker, who, as you know, is a producer, works with Lee Daniels. Like, she was a pretty big get for us, and we were super excited. And she was, by the way, amazing. Like, she was awesome. She talked to everybody. She like heard pitches, gave people advice. She was great. So we're looking for somebody equally awesome. We have a couple of names. We've gotten some word out. But as usual, some of our local kind of all-stars will be there as well. We've got Greg Carter will be doing a couple of panels. Scott Zabo, a BAFTA winning sound designer and composer, is going to actually do a hands-on session about composing, which
Oh,
I think is
wow.
super important.
It
Yeah,
really
because music and movies are like, you know, so it should be a
go
lot.
hand
Look
in hand.
for an update soon.
And speaking of another update, I want to quickly give people, as we're running short on time right now, I know it's something else that sounds really amazing that you're doing. Tell us about the upcoming 20th anniversary screening of Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. I know that's going to be really exciting for a lot of people as well.
So Asia Society is sponsoring that, and we always work with them on marketing it. But should be fun. It's tonight. It's a film party, and I'm from New Jersey, so Harold and Kumar is a favorite of mine. But it should be a great, really fun screening. And I gotta say, shout out to Asia Society because they do an awful lot, and we're always thrilled to be a marketing partner with them and Houston Cinema Arts Society as they go forward. But guys, look around. There is so much film programming going on. The Houston Museum of Fine Arts has a terrific screening series going on right now. Friends River Oaks is always doing pop-up screenings, and the River Oaks Theater should be opening September. And they've just refurbed the movie theater out at City Center. So I would tell you guys, it's going to be great. It's not that like it was super dingy before and a little bit gross. No, it has a brilliant bar with like craft cocktails. So go out to City Center this summer, see a movie. I just saw Bad Boys. So
Oh, yes.
excited. And if we can just get over Will Smith slapping somebody, I'm over it. I love the movie. Yes, please.
Or him popping up at some of the theaters where the movie was shown. I wish I was in that theater to see
I
Will Smith
know.
in person asking
Let me
how I
just be
enjoyed the
clear.
movie.
Uh, I have slapped my little brother harder than that. So if we could just be like past it.
Oh,
I was over it 3 seconds after it happened.
oh yes, I love everything, and this sounds like really amazing events for a lot of the families to participate in, especially during this summer. Get the kids out, get yourselves out, and go take part in some of these amazing events that Randee just finished talking about. So thank you again, Randee, Executive Director of Southwest Alternate Media Project, and heading up to the 2024 Young Filmmakers Bootcamp. We'll have all your info in our post after the show. All right. Up next, after a quick commercial break, Randee will return with me to talk more about some of HCC Central's events.
When I grow up, I want to work in a lab to build robots.
From classroom to career, we're with you every step. Register for real-world education at hccs.edu.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me, I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
And we're back with Joe Sam, HCC Central Community Outreach Coordinator. There's so many C's in that, Joe. It's killing me. But we're going to start with a past event your college did to commemorate Juneteenth first, because I really loved this. So let's talk about that award-winning documentary produced by KHO 11 News.
Yeah, thank you so much, Randee, for that. We've done this. This is the second time that we're doing this. So last year, we actually featured KHOU's documentary. That documentary focused on education and why education was so important in the African-American community. And just to give people a little background on Juneteenth, it was something that was significant for everyone. So in 1863 is when slaves were declared free, and that was with the Emancipation Proclamation. But again, slaves here in Texas, in Galveston, Texas, to be specific, didn't get word about that until after the Civil War. So that was 2 years later in 1865. So that's why it's so important that we celebrate that here in Texas, Galveston specifically, but here in Houston as well, because in Houston, there's Emancipation Park right in the 3rd Ward where our college is located at. And they do a lot of great things for the park. Freed slaves actually started the park as a place for slaves to come and socialize and really have a great time with one another without having that fear on their backs. So that was something that actually progressed through the years. And they continue to do that, which is why KHOU decided to put together a documentary to educate everyone about Juneteenth. So we did it last year with education. This year, we just finished it up just this week and it focused on music, which is also really exciting, right?
Which the root of so much American music lies in that culture, in that
Mhm.
community, and that unique identity. So I'm very excited. I think my friend Ralph Nickerson actually worked on the first version of this documentary. And if you know Ralph, so
Yes. Yes, and
and
it's been so many people that have put hands on the documentary, including him and so many of my colleagues as well. And the documentary is just absolutely amazing. So if you haven't had a chance to see it yet, the education and then this installment with the music one, you have to check it out. It's so enlightening, it's so educational, and it's so entertaining to take apart and watch. And it's Emmy Award winning. So you can't go bad with that, right?
no, you can never go wrong. And KHO, you did a great job on this, and everybody involved with it did a great job. But
Mhm.
I want to talk about what we're doing right now. So you've got a lot coming up, and I don't want to run out of time.
Yeah, we have a lot coming up. So on tomorrow, we're going to be doing the Juneteenth Freedom Run and Walk. I just mentioned Emancipation Park. So that's going to be happening at Emancipation Park at 7:30 in the morning. And it's going to be a 2-mile walk. And each year it grows bigger and bigger. So there's about 200 participants that ran last year. I believe there's going to be even more this year. And we have such a great time. I know it's hot. I know it's Houston. I'm going to have water for everyone. I'm going to have some hats and some sweat towels, but we want everyone to get out there and just really have a good time. And then following the Freedom Run and Walk, there's going to be a day of celebration. So at Emancipation Park, everyone's going to have their tables set up. There's going to be some vendors. There's going to be food because we all love to eat. So everybody's going to just be out
Well,
there.
and if you haven't been down to an event at Emancipation Park, it's a really great community feeling down there. It feels good. It's terrific. And there's always good, you're right, there's always good food. I do love to eat.
Yeah,
And
we
there's
all love to
good
eat.
food.
And then
Yeah.
the proceeds from the event actually go towards helping the park's initiatives, their programs, and beautification of the park to make sure that everyone can continue to come there throughout the year and enjoy themselves. So this Freedom Walk and Run is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to be running because I'm a runner, and I can't wait to see everyone just come and just really have a good time at this Freedom Run and Walk, burn some calories, sweat a little bit, hopefully not too much, and just have a really good time. So that event again is
Well,
happening tomorrow.
and if you are like me and you are not a runner, it's okay for a slow, casual gossip walk too. Just
Or a crawl.
FYI, you can just chill and gossip and get to the food late. There'll still be plenty there. Don't like he's all intimidating with his I'm a runner and I got sweat towels. It's okay for the rest of us too.
Yes, it's going to be good. One of our participants who's going to be coming more, she said, I may be crawling. So
Yeah.
just be on the lookout for me. I said, we're going to help you up.
Don't worry about it. There's plenty of people there. It's a great community vibe. Everybody will help you. Now, this is not about Juneteenth, but it's great news for our students. Tell me about the casting call for an upcoming marketing campaign.
Yeah, so the communications department here at Central, we're going to be doing a really great marketing campaign for the new colleges and programs here at Central Campus and at South Campus. And students can participate by just sending us an email. We want them to come with their best faces. You actually just mentioned you're going to have the glam and makeup for everyone during the filming project. And then, of course, here we want to make sure we give them that same aspect of it all, making sure that you get your makeup and your big, beautiful smile on. That's going to be happening from the 25th, the 26th, 27th, and 28th. So you can choose a day to come. We'll take the photos, and then that photo is going to be featured in our upcoming fall HCC campaign to talk about the various promotional programs that we have. And we're going to also be using it for different promotional materials as well. So any magazines that we're going to be pushing out or flyers, we're going to use those students' photos because that's what we're here for. We want to make sure that we spotlight and highlight the students. And we're going to have an email for students to be able to send that information in so that they can book a date so we can take their pictures and just blast it all over the campus.
I see those billboards all over the place, and I'm always so proud to do it. You know, I've taught at other universities, and I love our students. They are terrific. They're determined. They're diverse. They're amazing. Like
Mhm.
in fact, I just had the greatest semester ever with my students last semester. And,
Yeah.
no, it's always great because I always get that one kid who's like, I don't, what are you going to teach me? And then at the end, they come up and they're like, this was great.
I
And
had a
I
good time.
feel like for me, like it's not about the paycheck. It's not about anything. It's about that moment with that student.
Mhm.
It's super,
Mhm.
super great.
It really is.
So there's some other news coming up from you guys. So I understand that HCC and Johnson Controls have just celebrated a 1-year partnership. So can you tell me
Yes.
a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely, Randy. So really quickly, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but Dr. Siddiqui was instrumental in getting this partnership going. We had Johnston Control come on campus. We did an entire tour around the whole Central campus, showing them our students. You just mentioned how some students are really excited whenever they're learning something new. So Johnston Controls were actually able to see that excitement and see how engaged the students were in the programs that we offer on Central and South Campus. And they wanted to be a part of it. And they've been offering scholarships so that they can continue their education, which then leads into graduation, which is what we just finished celebrating. And from graduation, then those students can then go into working at one of Johnston Control centers. And it's important that we bridge that type of gap so that they can come to school, learn, get the money and the funding that they need so that they're not in debt after they finish college, and then go right into the workforce so that they can make a better living for their family and friends. So this is a really important partnership, and it's exciting that we're celebrating 1 year with them. We're looking forward to many, many more years with Johnston Controls and many other partners that we have around the downtown and midtown area.
I was going to say, because that's just one partnership. And I know Central Campus has a huge list of programs, a huge list of training opportunities, and a lot of partnerships that you all engage in. Is there one project that you've worked on as we wrap up that is super close to your heart that you're like, this is why I do it?
Yeah, there's one that we work with the Shape Community Center. We work with them so often. This organization has just been so instrumental. As I do community outreach, they are really, really engaged with making sure that the community members have what they need. We just finished celebrating the Pan-African Cultural Festival there, and it brings together so many people from so many different backgrounds, races, ethnicities, and you just see everyone having a good time together. And that's one of the partnerships that we really wanted to keep and continue to move forward with. And also with them, they also have coming up their 50th anniversary. So they're going to be celebrating in a big way and doing a champagne breakfast. So we can't wait to get there. I'm going to be ready to toast my glass up with them as well. So that
And then run all the way home to work off those calories.
That part, right?
Yeah, the Shape Center and Swamp's 50th anniversary is coming up too. So we share an anniversary. I'm very excited. I love the Shape Center.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Sam, thank you so much. This has been really great. And we will be back with some news and then updates after a quick commercial break.
When I grow up, I want to work at a school so I can be a teacher.
From classroom to career, we're with you every step. Register for real-world education at hccs.edu.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back. Joe and I are back. We're going to wrap up the show with some fun news and events and announcements and what's going on around HCC. But I just have to ask really quick, Joe. So you're doing this run walk thing on Saturday. Are you doing something fun Sunday?
No, I'm going to be resting on Sunday. That's my rest day.
See, so it is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, all the dads. Me and my family will be at something called Blood Fest in Austin, which is a rugby tournament that goes for 2 days and involves blood. So, I'll report on that because it's crazy. So we want to congratulate Will Horton, who is the new development director for the foundation. So congratulations, Will. Welcome on board. He has previously been the development director he's previously worked at the Holocaust Museum Houston and the Association of Former Students and the Texas A&M Foundation. And his skills include building relationships, critical thinking, leadership, project management, and he will support our entire team down at Coleman and in the online colleges. So congratulations, Will Horton, and welcome to the HCC Foundation.
Yeah, congratulations to him, giving him a hand clap. And moving on.
I was trying to read his resume while looking at the camera and I was failing. So,
you did absolutely fine. Well, moving on to something else that's going to be exciting is the HCC Southwest Workforce Symposium. That's at today's HCC's Juneteenth event that's going to be happening. The Missouri City Juneteenth Foundation's annual celebration, including today's HCC Southwest's second annual Workforce Symposium and Job Fair. Job seekers can take part in job interviews, career and resource seminars, and job readiness preparation. That's happening from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. today, Friday. So get out there to the HCC Missouri City campus and check out our post after the show for more info.
Absolutely. So get your rears in gear as soon as we're done here and get down there. Now, next, we're going to talk about this awesome, and I'm super excited, drama practicum. With theater being defined as an art form that speaks volumes, HCC's drama department will be joining Screaming Media Productions for a theater production for GI60 Houston, offering 2 in-person performances only. Selected 1-minute plays from around the world are brought to the stage by HCC's Summer 2024 practicum students, 7:30 Tuesday and Wednesday, July 2nd and 3rd at the HCC Stafford Fine Arts Center. It should be fun. It's like super short films, but live.
Absolutely. Of course. And of course, we're going to be also making sure we have all the information about fall registration on our post after this show. And Randee, I know we have some great things coming up.
Yeah, Mental Health Monday, the Bridge Over Troubled Waters returns to discuss burnout, what it can feel like, depression, but it's different. And later in the week, the Texas Camel Corps, yes, the Texas Camel Corps, will commemorate World Camel Day and discuss the history of the Alamo. And that is all we have time for today. Joe, thank you so much for being here. Everybody, have a great weekend and happy Father's Day.
Happy weekend. Happy Father's Day.